Hi there. Thank you so much for joining me again. This is December 30th. So we are 2022. We are right at the very end of this year. And that means, time of endings, time to honor the past year, honor all that we've moved through, honor all the wisdom gleaned, the lessons learned, the challenges, the growth, the beauty, the just all of the energies of the year. There's so much. This has been a powerful year. Many of the years have been really powerful lately, and this one is it's a big one. It's been really big for me personally, just kind of huge, game changing, life changing, everything is different now. So yeah, just a really big year. So at this time of year, just like around my birthday is also a powerful time for me to recognize the whole past year and welcome in the new year. So a lot of us are doing that right now as we near the end of the calendar year and get ready to start a new one. So great time to honor all that we've moved through and get ready to welcome in some new energies. And a lot of the energies are changing right now, astrologically speaking. We're finishing up some cycles and starting some whole new ones. So it's not just the the calendar itself that's changing. We really are changing a lot of energies, and that's very exciting. And you may be feeling these shifts and noticing that the energy is changing for you and for the collective right now. So one of my favorite ways to honor that is candle ritual. If you have worked with me or know me at all, you know how much I love doing candle ritual. I include this in the programs that I have created and in my teachings and in working with you all, with people, with clients. So it's just a really wonderful, and a lot of drum rituals that we do too, that I do personally with women, and that my husband and I do when we work with both men and women. Utilizing candles, there's a number of ways that it's really powerful because for one, the fire is really great it's a great symbol for burning away. It's transformation. Fire is a transformative element. It transforms everything it touches, right? So it both burns away old energies that are ready to go, old patterns, old belief systems, clearing away. And it brings in light for illumination and shining a light in the dark, and warmth, warming our heart and our soul, nourishment. So lighting up what needs to be seen, illuminating what is ready to be seen, shedding a light in our conscious, shining a light in the unconscious, and bringing it up to the surface for us. So it does a twofold thing. It clears away and it brings in more light frequency. So it's a really powerful ritual and powerful symbolism. And with the candles, you can, there's different ways you can work with them. One of my favorite is working with colored candles. So each color, there's each color symbolizes, again, it's rife with symbols. So like pink, we use pink for love and divine love, and it's a real soft and tender energy. So when we think of green, we can think of like the earth. It's a very earthy color. It's a growth, fertility. People use green for money and for finances as well. Yellow, it's sunshine, it's bright, it's movement, it's action. It's an action energy, like the sun, So each color has its own specific meanings, and each color can bring up something for you yourself personally. I mean, some colors like red, just action. It can be anger, it can be passion. We have those kinds of things that we think of, but maybe red for you means something very different, and it's a special color for you, or brings up something for you to work with, or some, you know what I'm saying. So it can be very personal. They have generalized colors or generalized meanings that go along with them, like I was just saying, but they also have very personal colors or personal meanings for us. Sorry, I'm so at the end, when things are ending, such as we are ending this year, it's really nice to use a black candle, because black is endings, transitions, release, clearing, releasing negativity, cutting cords, dissolving, banishing, banishing old energies, banishing what we know don't want to take forward. So it's a real ending energy, and white is a great for beginnings, for welcoming in, for fresh starts, new energy. So those are candles. I personally like to work with both things at the same time. As I use something to end and clear away, I like to welcome in with a second candle. So as I'm clearing out some energy, I'm welcoming in new energy. So that's what I will be doing. For the new year, the ending, I will do a candle ritual on each day, the last day of the year, and then the new day of the first day of the beginning, the next year. So I wanted to show you what those candles look like. These are chime candles. That's what they're called. You can find these, that you can get them online. Chime, CHIME, chime candles, or ritual candles. They'd probably show up under that too. You can get them in New Age shops, magic shops, places like that. I've even seen them at grocery stores, if it's like a health food store or something. So, and here's the white candle, white. Part of what else was going on for me recently, I was just inspired to, since we are coming to the end of the year, and I've been really working with some the wounded feminine energy within myself, was still, always working to bring greater awareness to that energy for myself, the wounded feminine, wounded masculine, how they show up in me, and always working to release that and bring more awareness to those energies within myself and those patterns, because they're so powerful and strong in the collective, in our history, in our society, in our own personal lives and bigger collective lives. So always working to release that. So it's some really big shifts have been happening recently in ways that I just could not have perceived previously. It's like, I don't know, do you know when you have those kind of just big growth bursts, like just all of a sudden things are different and some key pieces are just cleared out, some big energies shift and move, and that you're done with certain lessons, and that's what's been going on for me recently. Like I said, a lot of the energies have been turning over lately in the astrology, and some cycles have ended, and I know that some of these shifts are just really, they're done. Some of the energies, some of the lessons I've been here to learn are over. They're learned. I'm not going to have to repeat them. I feel very clear about that, and I know that some things are just gone. I feel a huge shift inside, internally, and it's coming out externally too, just in the way that I'm relating with my husband, and relating with others, and with myself, and just experiencing the world. It's just very different. So and a lot of awarenesses and downloads in the nighttime, just some real clarity and real growth. It's really exciting. It's really exciting. So I've been inspired to support the clearing of the wounded feminine from the women in my family, because I've been seeing how it's played out in that lineage, and getting a deeper understanding of it and seeing it more. And so I thought I wanted to do some candle ritual for the women in my family, light a candle for 5 days. I like the number 5 because it's a number of transition and change and transformation. Again, that's, you can, just like we were talking about the colors, each number has its own symbolism as well. So 5 is one that I like to work with a lot when I'm working with transformation and change and growth. So 5 days is the number that came to me, and it was going to be the last 2 days of this year, 2022, and then the first 3 days of 2023. So kind of this transition into the new year. So working with the candle to I chose, I'm going to jump forward here for a second, gray. It's silver gray color because it's for the moonlight, which is a very feminine energy. So receptive, intuition, emotions, the moon, watery, feminine energies. So I chose this to work with the wounded feminine and the sacred, healthy feminine energy as well. So yeah, I was inspired to just do some releasing, some clearing as we move out of this year, and to leave some stuff, some energy behind, and just clear it out of my lineage, and for the women in my family. So so I chose the gray candle, and I was going to release wounded feminine energy, and in the way that that we do it when we're releasing energy is we kind of go like this, because you see if I'm explaining this correctly. I get ahead of myself. For releasing, the way I like to do this, I use an oil. I'll use an essential oil to anoint the candle, but when you rub it outwards, anoint it outwards, that's a releasing of the energy. So I'll release, and I talk to the candle, and I put the energy into the candle, and I talk about, I'm releasing wounded feminine, I'm releasing repressed anger, repressed emotions, I'm releasing trauma and violence, and I put that into the candle, all the anger and the rage and the sorrow, and all the ways that our energy has been, kept in a box, our sexuality, everything that's been wounded, it's an unhealthy, that, taking on the unhealthy masculine energies that we've had to take into ourselves as well, too much masculine qualities, and the masculine is just kind of taken over our feminine energies. So I release all of that into the candle, and I just put it in there. I put my intentions into the candle. I'm releasing all of this. I'm releasing all of this for the women in my family. I'm releasing all of this. And then when it started getting into it, I was like, well, okay, so then I want to actually include all of the women, all the women, all the wounded feminine energy on the planet. So it started with the women in my family, but then just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then, of course, I wanted to include the men in my family. So, and the wounded masculine and toxic masculine energy. So I got a red candle for them. And that includes clearing the wounded feminine for them as well, clearing the wounded masculine from the women too. So we're working with both and clearing out both energies. So really releasing all of that. And it's the same thing for the men. You just put all of that, releasing wounded feminine, releasing toxic masculine energies, releasing the violence and the trauma and the anger and the rage and the sorrow and the sadness, and just clearing it out, clearing it out, clearing it out, and just put all that energy into the candle, and put the intention to clear whatever you want to clear, and for whoever you want to clear it for. And I just, clearing all that energy from the planet, from all of us. So supporting the evolution of humanity right now, and the clearing that's happening. So this is one way to do that for the collective, and that includes yourself. We're all here, so it's great. It includes all of us. So that is one way that I'm going to work with this. And then I'm lighting these candles each day, and then when we get to the new year, and I'm going to be calling in energies. So then we'll be calling them in. So then you work with the candle in this way, and put your intention in this way, and your energy into it. So you put in, calling in healthy feminine energies, a strong intuition, ability to tap into our emotions and to share our emotions in a healthy way, free to express our sexuality in a healthy way, free to be ourselves, and just whatever comes to you and whatever makes sense for you to call in that sense, in the healthy feminine energy and the healthy masculine energy. So so that's how I'm working with that right now. So I just wanted to share that with you in case you're inspired to do something like that. And when you light the candle, the fire burns it down, and it releases all of that energy that you just put into the candle. It releases that out into the universe. It releases all of your intention, all of your prayer, all of your thought, all of your love, all of your caring, it releases the unhealthy. It dissolves it. It transmutes it into light. It transmutes that heavy, dense energy, that toxic, negative, fear-based energy, into light and love-based energy. So it's a twofold. You can work with it in both ways, in clearing and releasing, and calling in. So that's that. I wanted to share that with you. And again, the same with the white and the black candle for the new year, the ending of the old year, and the ending of the old year, and beginning of the new year, and calling in whatever you want to call in for this new year. What are your intentions? Set those into it. You're setting intention to release and carry forward the wisdom that you've gained over the past year, and releasing all that's ready to stay behind, all that needs to stay left back in 2022. We don't need to carry a lot of that energy forward with us. We want to carry the wisdom with us, but we don't need to carry on the same lessons. We don't want to, just leave it behind. It can stay back there. We're done with it. Let's move forward, right? Fresh energies, fresh energies, fresh energies. So what are you calling in? What are you opening to? What is the intention for the year? And this is setting intentions is very different than resolutions. That's a very different flavor. An intention is more like, what are you calling in? A resolution is, I resolve to exercise every day for the next 30 days. That's something different than setting an intention. I set an intention to open to greater joy in my life. I set the intention to bring more clarity into areas that I need to work with. I set the intention to connect more with family. What is an overarching theme for the whole year that you want to open to? Whatever's speaking to you right now. It's just really lovely to do that. And you can do that as often as you want. You can do candle ritual every day. I set the intention today for this, or I release this. It's so powerful. And for me, it's powerful because I'm able to really harness my energy and really, each color that I pick out is just like, okay, red. Yeah, what does that mean for me? And I really get into it and put my energy into this candle and release it and let it go. There's a physical action to it. There's an action of working with the candle physically. There's my mind is getting into it. My energy body is involved in this. My heart is into it. Everything's activated in this ritual. So I just kind of love it. And you can do so much with it. You can bring in crystals, put crystals around your candle. You can use as many candles as you want. You can create a many day ritual for yourself. You can, it's just really, it's so creative. You can do so much with it. You can write, you can inscribe on your candle. You can write, like get a safety pin and, write in there love, write in there joy, write in a symbol, a heart, whatever it is. You can rub herbs on it. After you put oil on it, you can rub it, roll it into different herbs that you want to bring in, whatever energy of the herbs you want to bring in. Basil's a great one for releasing and clearing and spiritual growth. So each herb has its own property and its own energy. That's what this is. This is all energy work. Each thing, the color has energy. A number has energy. The fire has energy. You have energy. Your intention has energy. Your thoughts have energy. It's just working with energy in a real tangible form here, in a real intentional way. Your intentions have energy. So that's all that is. And the crystals have energy if you choose to bring those in. Whatever elements you want to bring in, this is entirely up to you. So, and that's a beautiful way to really make this a personalized experience for yourself. You can draw, you can get creative. There's, whatever. Write out words, put them under your candle, bring in, like I said, the essential oils, the scents, bring that into your candle ritual. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I work with this a lot. And again, like I said, I include this in all of my programs. I recommend this to people that I'm working with. It's great for dissolving cords, cutting cords, that kind of a ritual to end things. Really important for honoring endings and starting new beginnings, welcoming in, clearing energy, welcoming in new energy. So this is a perfect time for that. Anytime you make a big move, anytime there's a big shift in your life, maybe a job change, you're moving houses or homes, you're moving to a different location, a ritual or a relationship is ending or beginning, anything like that, a graduation, a death, anything that needs to be honored and worked with in a real tangible form. It's very important for us to ritualize these elements of our lives, these times, these moments of our lives. It really helps us to to shift our consciousness and to bring more consciousness to these events that are important. They're important events in our lives, and yeah, we need to honor those and honor ourselves, honor our growth, honor our awakening, honor our evolution, honor our life, honor our experience. So may this serve you well. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you a very happy new year and a really powerful release of energies that you don't want to take forward. Let's let it go, right? This is great. Intentionally let it go with the candles. So, and welcome in all the prosperity and beauty and love and joy and flow that you want in this next year. So may it be a beautiful one, and I look forward to connecting with you further. Like, subscribe, comment. I'm always excited to hear from people, and reach out if you'd like to do some more work together. If you're interested in my offerings, there's a lot going on my website, and yeah, I'm about to head out on the road again, so maybe in your community soon, and we can create some ritual together, and do some drumming, and let's see what's going on out there and how we can collaborate. Always open to connecting with other women and doing this important work to clear the wounded feminine and really step strong into our healthy, sacred feminine energies and celebrate the beauty of the feminine. So thank you for being here, and again, happy new year and happy holiday season to you for whatever you may or may not be celebrating. So sending loves. Bye.